Hey, what's up? I got an email the other day from one of our viewers who is having domestic problems because of his DJing at bars and nightclubs. Well, what am I talking about here? I'm talking about jealous wives and girlfriends, which could very easily be husbands and boyfriends. Look, this is just an occupational hazard that is part of what we do sometimes. Why do we have these issues? I think there are probably a couple of main reasons for this. Number one is the obvious one. Let's say I go out and I DJ at a nightclub with tons of beautiful women. Maybe I get attention that I didn't necessarily solicit, but I get it and I take advantage of this attention. Otherwise known as infidelity. That's definitely a concern that a lot of women have with their men. I think another reason that this comes up is because there's just a job jealousy in general sometimes. I had a lot of this with my daughter's mother when we were together back in the 90s. She made really good money at what she did. She's very smart. She went to work, she worked very hard, but she hated her job. And then there was me who would go out on the weekends and work nightclubs and wedding receptions, and I had a great time and I came home energized and I was happy, and she hated me for that. Now obviously that relationship didn't last because she's my ex and I'm not with her anymore. What had happened was, in this particular case, I guess I decided that the thing to do for my family was to stop DJing as much, and I cut way back. I quit the nightclubs and I was only doing the occasional mobile gig here and there for a couple of extra bucks. Mostly wedding receptions, things like that. Few and far between, but I did them. And then I went out and I got a 9-to-5 job that I absolutely hated. But I did it for my family. And I would still be doing it to this day, but the relationship just didn't work. I tried the best I felt like I could try for that relationship, but it still failed. Now I look back at this, because we split up 10 years ago, and I look back at this and I think to myself, maybe part of the reason the relationship didn't work was because although I had made the sacrifices and compromises that she felt I needed to make the relationship work, I think I became a miserable shit because of it, because I wasn't being who I was. I was a DJ when I entered the relationship, and I wasn't a working DJ when I exited the relationship. And really, if somebody told me today, Brian, you have to quit DJing because of your family, I would absolutely do it. But I know that my family would hate me because that's not really what I wanted to do. And whatever I would try to become instead of a DJ would just piss me off and make me a bitter individual. Now I know a lot of guys out there have been married for a long time or been in a relationship for a long time, and then all of a sudden pop up and say, hey, I think I want to be a DJ. And then they jump into it. And then they have jealousy issues with the wife or the girlfriend. Well, maybe that's a little more valid because they didn't buy into this whole I am hooking up with a DJ thing. So I don't know, man. It's tough. There's no real answers here. If you've got trust issues in your relationship, I'm sorry that you do. I don't in my current relationship. My current relationship's real healthy. She's very good with me doing what I do. She's cool with the wedding. She's cool with the club. She's cool with the travel. The only thing she's not cool with is when I work constantly and I have no time for her. And even if I have a night or two off a week, it's still really not enough because I need time off when she has time off. And not just that crucial time when we have to clean and we have to go grocery shopping, but time for us. And I think that when I don't make that time for my family, that's when I have problems. But that's me. It's really hard to juggle a family or a relationship and this job. That's just the reality of it. Some people make a go of it. Some people DJ together. My friend Wavy Davy and his wife Marcia, they do it together and they have a great time. But then there are other times when you're in a relationship and your significant other wants nothing to do with your DJing. Blanca doesn't want anything to do with my DJing. She doesn't, not interested in it in the least. But she's still cool with me doing what I do. And I had to have a woman like that because I am who I am. I'm a DJ. That I can't be anything other than a DJ and be myself. I've tried. It doesn't work. I have tried. But this is the only thing that it seems like I'm really good at and I love to do it. You know, I think tomorrow, if all of a sudden I was thrust into the situation where there were trust issues with me and my DJing with my woman, I think what I might do as step one would be to first ask myself, are these trust issues valid, guys? Are you doing things out there that you shouldn't be doing? We are kind of notoriously known for that kind of stuff. And if there are legitimate reasons why she should be worried, you need to start thinking about your relationship. And maybe you need to back off at DJing and not do it anymore. On the other hand, if there are absolutely no reasons that she should be worried about you out there, what I would do would be to bring her along. Say, look, hon, you need to see what I do so you get it. You need to see that I'm behaving myself. You need to see the environment I'm working in. You need to see how I'm handling myself. Please come see this firsthand, and I guarantee you that you will see there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now, I don't know, I jazzed that up and sold it a lot on that particular little speech I just gave. But you know what I mean. Bring her along and show her what's really going on, and that might put her mind at ease. And if it doesn't, then you just kind of have to take it from there and, I don't know, be a man and make some hard choices. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope this helps somebody. But yeah, if you got any questions, you got any answers, oh my God, if you have answers on this one, put them down here in the comments section. Practice and enjoy.